to mess up my probation, so she knew I didn't have nowhere to stay, so she knew I'll go to the streets, and I had
All
nowhere
you had
else.
to do was come back to court and say, I have no place to stay.
Yeah, well,
Court is calling 2023 CR 6424, State of Texas versus Jose Gonzalez Jr. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Animal.
Defense,
David Rodriguez for Jose Gonzalez Jr.
are you Mr. Gonzalez?
yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and First Amendment Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jose Gonzalez Jr. who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 6424 for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on September 29th, 2023 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, which allegations are you proceeding on?
I believe it is violation of condition number 4, Your Honor, failure to report.
All right. The state is alleging that in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Jose Gonzalez Jr. did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of November and December 2023 in violation of condition number 4. To that violation, how do you plead? True or not true?
Sure.
There are 2 number 4s. Are you proceeding on the amended as well?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And with regards to the other violations, state, do you waive those violations? Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, court could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Could y'all please not talk behind the court reporter while we're on the record? All right, the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
And what is the proposed agreement?
Supervision that says punishment and confinement of 6 months, Your Honor. And state will take into consideration and dismiss grand jury number 822304.
I'm sorry, 822.
304.
And what is that alleged offense?
Possession of controlled substance PG2 less than a gram.
All right, and probation?
Your Honor, probation is recommending treatment with our substance abuse treatment facility that would provide the probationer treatment and education in his thinking errors related to his substance abuse and will help probationer identify underlying factors of the ongoing use of substance abuse. His last report date was October 4th of 2023. We did make attempts to call him by phone and email. He has his last drug test, I believe, it's showing October 16th of 2023, positive for marijuana. He has not made any payment towards probation, and he has not completed any programs that were ordered, the TAP parenting class. And he is I'm seeing he was ordered a gang evaluation and it's showing incomplete.
All right. So I'm not going to give you 6 months. That's the minimum. You have done nothing. What have you done while you've been on probation to deserve the minimum?
No, I was doing the parenting
All right, you're going to
classes.
raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jose Gonzalez Jr.
All right, what would you like to say?
Yeah, I was doing the parenting classes, but I didn't finish it because I got fired. Or I got unemployed, and then my wife kicked me out into the streets, so I was homeless and I didn't have nowhere to go. So I had no job, no money, no nothing.
All right, so you're telling me your wife, who obviously loved you to take you back in, even though you had criminal charges,
No,
she put you out because you were unemployed.
She was her boyfriend. Her boyfriend didn't want me to stay there.
Oh, well, I understand that. I mean, she
Yeah,
has a
that's why-
boyfriend, but
that's-
she's letting you live there too?
Exactly, that's why, she kicked me out the street because her boyfriend didn't want me to stay there with her.
Okay, I mean, I hope you understand that.
But I had to be staying there because I was on probation and that's where my address was.
But you understand why, if she's in a relationship with somebody else,
Yeah,
why?
she said I could stay there with her. And then when I got out, she wanted to mess up my probation, so she knew I didn't have nowhere to stay, so she knew I'll go to the streets and I had
All
nowhere
you had
else.
to do was come back to court and say, I have no place to stay.
You know, I didn't have no court date at that
No,
time.
I tell everyone, if there is an issue with probation and you cannot get in touch with probation, we are here Monday through Friday, except on holidays and weekends. And I know I told you, all you had to do was come into court and say, Judge, I just been kicked out. And if you would have told me that was your living situation, I would have told you, I don't see how that's gonna work.
I wasn't thinking, she had told me I could go stay with her, but her boyfriend, I didn't know she had a boyfriend. She said she was single.
Well, I think that would have been a very uncomfortable situation.
Yeah, I would not, said that I could go stay with her, but she lied to me, so it was settled. She set me up for failure.
Well, no, you're an
Yeah,
adult.
because
You should have known.
I didn't know she had a boyfriend
Okay.
and she didn't want me there, so she said if I don't leave, she'd call the cops.
All right.
So I left and she knew I didn't have nowhere to stay.
You should have left and went straight to probation.
I didn't have a phone or nothing. And,
You should have left. You should have caught the VIA bus and went straight to probation, or either came straight downtown to this
I
courthouse.
wasn't thinking, I was,
All right, so here's the thing. The bottom line is, I don't think 6 months is an appropriate sentence for you because you have not completed anything.
yeah, well, she kicked me out the first month. I didn't get to complete nothing, but I was going to parenting classes.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay, I understand. How old are you?
I'm 36. I'll be 35.
All right, so I don't think 6 months is an appropriate sentence. I'm gonna give you a choice. I'm looking at the motion to revoke, and I'm looking at the allegations that are in the motion to revoke. You have done nothing. Here's your choice. You can either go to the state jail facility for a year, or you're going to inpatient treatment. Those are your choices.
I'll go in inpatient treatment now.
All right. This is what the court, and that's what you all are recommending, inpatient, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. Court is going to deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include the MRT and probation. Are you recommending SATA or SafeP?
SATA, Your Honor.
There's going to be SATA, and he's to remain in custody until transfer. We can do a referral to felony drug court as well. I don't know if they're going to accept him because I don't know if he's a gang member or not. Going to be extended for 1 year and taking consideration grand jury number 822304. And the reason why I am following your agreement to take that into consideration is because they won't transfer him to any type of inpatient program or anywhere unless that case is no longer there. All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
Going on.
All right, we can go off the record. State your excuse.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here's the thing. I am here Monday through Friday. If for some reason, for medical issues, I'm not here, there's still the coordinator or another judge who will be here. Probation will be here. You can always come in and tell them the issues you're having. But what I will tell you, the only thing that you've successfully done since I last saw you is obtain more tattoos, which I have no problem with people having tattoos, but it's not good for employment because people are going to look at your tattoos.
And self-employed, like I could build houses, so I get my own jobs.
All right, so here's the thing, my advice to you, you can take it or not take it. Stop with all the facial tattoos unless you're planning to be a rapper, you're planning to work in the entertainment industry. And even then, sometimes they're going to want you to put on foundation to cover it all up. But you're walking into a business with that, people will see it and make certain assumptions.
I'll prove it
Me,
wrong.
I see it all the time, so I'm always interested in the different tattoos. All right, so you're writing a mustache in?
So when I grow it, it can
Okay.
be
All right.
complete.
All right, good luck to you. Court is going to call 2014 CR 1188, 2014 CR 1189, and 2016 CR 8201, State of Texas versus Jacob Cavazos. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor. Michael DeLeon for Mr. Cavazos.
And are you Mr. Cavazos?
Yes.
All right. Previously, the court had placed on the record that your previous attorney, you had had no contact with him. So Mr. DeLeon was appointed. Mr. DeLeon, are you waiving notice?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Cavazos. And cause number 2014 CR 1189 and 2014 CR 1188. I'm showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review those documents with your attorney and did you understand them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And next, I'm going to show you in cause number 2016 CR 8201, motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And cause number 2014 CR 1188, are you the same Jacob Cavazos who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2014 CR 1188 for the offense of manufactured delivery of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on May 5th, 2014 for a term of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you the same Jacob Cavazos who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2014 CR 1189 for the offense of manufacturing delivery of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on May 5th, 2014 for a period of 10 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you the same Jacob Cavazos who's placed on community supervision in 2016 CR 8201 for the offense of assault, family choking, strangulation on February 13th, 2017 for a term of 3 years?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that you? Yeah. Well, these are all before my time. All right, state, are you proceeding on the motion on the same allegation in each motion?
We are, Your Honor.
Any objections to the state reading the allegation once and your client's answer be for all motions?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. It's just a little different because I believe that he's just been adjudicated on the family violence case. Is that
Yes,
correct?
That's
Okay.
correct.
But the violations are the same. Violated condition number 1, on or about the 7th day of September 2018 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Jacob Cavazos committed the offense of federal charges for a controlled substance in violation condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1 and cause number 2014 CR 1188, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to life in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1 in 2014 CR 1189, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1 in 2016 CR 8201, court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 3 years in the prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation condition number 1?
Yes.
And each cause number, the court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. And a clause number 2014 CR 1188 and 2014 CR 1189 adjudicate guilt and revoke the individual office community supervision and sentence him to 8 years in Texas Department of Corrections. And Then in clause number 2016 CR 8201, revoke the individual office of supervision and sentence them to 3 years in Texas Department of Justice.
All right, is that the proposed agreement?
That is the proposed agreement, Your Honor. He does have, we asked that he get credit for any back state time that he has. Plus, he's been in federal custody since 2018. He had a 75-month sentence for the federal drug charges out of condition number 1. So we just asked that any credit be given to him for the federal time that he's done.
All right. Anything you wish to say?
No, ma'am.
Then in cause number ending in 1188, the court will find violation of condition number 1 true, find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served in Bexar County, and then credit for any time served since 2018 in federal custody. And let me see if there anything else. Was there any restitution?
Federal or?
No, here in this case.
Yes, ma'am, there was, when I was on probation.
$131 to FAPD judge.
All right, did you pay any of that?
I paid some restitution when I was on probation. I haven't finished paying restitution.
All right,
No judge, and then the $50 to Crime Stopper.
all right, so restitution to SAPD for how much? $131, and then how much to Crime Stoppers? And then $50 to Crime Stoppers. This will run concurrent with 2014 CR 1189 and 2016 CR 8201. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing under that cause number?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Cavazos, are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next, we're going to proceed in 2014 CR 1189. The court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served in Bexar County, and of course, finding you guilty, give you credit for any time served in federal custody beginning in 2018. All right, was there restitution? All right, does it appears that that was concurrent? Because it seems like it's the same price. All right, so your sentence and then in the cause number ending in 1189 is 8 years in the prison, credit for any time served. Credit for any time served in Bexar County, credit for any time served in federal custody beginning in 2018. Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And as in the other case, this is running concurrent with the cause number ending in 1188 and 2016 CR 8201. Next, we're going to proceed in cause number 2016 CR 8201. The court will follow your agreement, revoke you, sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served in Bexar County, credit for any time served in federal custody since 2018. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Tanisha Currie, Currie. This will run concurrent with cause numbers ending in 1188 and 1189. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and also an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Cavazos, you're going to have to do better. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Unless you want to spend the rest of your life locked up.
Definitely not coming back. You ain't gotta worry about that.
All right. Not even for a visit, right?
Nah, well, I don't know about that one. I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna visit my people because
All right, well, good luck to
the
you.
struggle they're going through.
Okay, good luck to you. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 11097, State of Texas versus Jonathan Kane Allen. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins to the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
David McLean for Jonathan Allen.
And are you Mr. Allen?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Jonathan Kane Allen who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11097 for the offense of injury to the elderly bodily injury on July 27, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, state?
Violated condition number 4. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Jonathan Kane Allen, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of August and September 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, we waive the other violations alleged in the motion.
No objection, Chair.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
No.
All right. Do you want to speak to him about that? All right. All right. We're going to go back on the record. In 2022 CR 11097, State of Texas versus Jonathan Kane Allen. Sorry, Jonathan Kane Allen. All right, Mr. Allen. Did-
One thing is, do you know that both times I was arrested, I was not read my Miranda rights? I mean, you know, that's what you're going.
All right,
Remember,
so,
it's not-
well, let me just explain this to you, Mr. Kane. I'm sorry, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, Mr. Allen, you're on probation.
Yeah.
So the issues about your case where you're saying, oh, somebody didn't read me my Miranda rights, or this search wasn't a good search, that's something that should have been brought up before you were placed on probation.
Okay.
You've been on probation since July 27th, 2023.
August 8th. I've been on probation since August 8th, 2023.
Well, according to your motion to revoke, you were placed on probation on July 27, 2023. All right, so here's the thing. Where we are now is you're on probation. The state has just read the allegation. They've waived all the other allegations. You've pleaded true to that allegation. So what I need to know from you now is, do you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, I could find it true. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you understand that I could find you guilty? Do you understand that? Because this is a violation of your probation. Do you understand? Now, I can find you guilty. I could place you on probation, even though I found you guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that I could also find you guilty not place you on probation, and sentence you anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the prison. Do you understand? And up to a $10,000 fine. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, your counsel and the state may have come up with an agreement. You understand that? You have to say yes.
Yes.
I don't have to follow their agreement. Do you understand that? Because you're on probation, and probation is a contract. And it's not a contract with your attorney. It's not a contract with the state. It's a contract with the court. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So we're here because there's been some complaints about you that you're not following the rules. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
All right. So the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Sorry. There is, Your Honor, we're asking that you deny the motion, continue the defendant on deferred, and he's going to go to DDRF judge and remain in custody until space in DDRF becomes available.
All right. So do you understand what DDRF is? Has that been explained to you?
Yes.
All right. So I see that there are some mental health issues, and he's had mental health appointments. Sometimes he makes them, sometimes he's not able to make them.
Your Honor, my client has he's got a diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia.
Mhm.
And there are times when these appointments come up and he's not able to really understand what it is that they're doing, and the paranoia kicks in, and he will sometimes refuse those. There was supposed to be a interview that was done on Thursday, this past Thursday, which is why we set it for this morning. He did not make that interview. I've discussed it with him. He really doesn't understand that he even had an interview. And so we've talked about the importance of making sure that that interview happens, that it's necessary for him to go to DDRF, and that he understands, and he is willing to comply and get that interview done. He just struggles a little bit, Judge.
Okay. And what is the wait time on DDRF? All right. What we're going to do, I'm going to recall this back. All right. We're going to come back in 6 weeks to make sure that everything is on track for him.
That sounds good, Judge.
All right. So let me see. I'm going to give us slightly longer than 6 weeks. We're going to come back on March 25th to see where we are. Yes, phantom date. Is that a good time for you, counsel?
So the PR on court date? PR on court date, that's what I haven't.
You are fine.
I don't know anything about it.
All right. Is March 25th good for you, counsel?
It is, Judge.
All right. So we'll be back on March 25th. Mr. Allen, it's not going to show up on the docket sheet, well, in the computer system that you're set for March 25th, because if we actually show that, then what will end up happening, any transfer that's in the process, it won't happen. So it's just to make sure, for me to know where you are in the process and make sure you get transferred as quickly as possible. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Norma on Gus Gallegos. All right, Mr. Gallegos, if you'll step down. Hello.
I haven't been out of my room. Had a few accidents.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Do they have you on any medication at the jail?
Yeah, but I got sick about during Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and so I wasn't taking anything because I was real nauseous, and they wouldn't listen to me about the nurse because you had to ride in, then they had to see you, and then they wouldn't go any further than whether it was aspirin. So I had to recover by myself because I don't know what I drank. Because like I had some water or it was in the Kool-Aid or something I ate, and so I didn't take anything for a while. But they just asked me if I wanted to or not, and I haven't been able to get out of my room for a few days. So
Okay.
because I also fell from my bed around Thanksgiving, so then they put me in the basement ward on that building back there.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what they call it, but the one I'm from, you know which building. So after a while, I haven't been able to even comb my hair and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, I look like 50 years older.
You look fine.
But no, I haven't been. I've been in my room and then they keep going into the ward or the whole building.
Mhm.
So I've been shuffled around a few times and
Okay.
I was supposed to come in on September 5th was my first paper.
Mhm.
And then they sent me to the machine, the computer, and
Mhm.
from there I never got seen again. But I had a slip sent, and then it was marked and stamped.
Okay, so have you seen somebody yet or no?
Just as the first time to see you.
Well, no, have you seen a nurse or anybody at the jail?
Oh, they still haven't listened to me. They don't pertain to anything else except for whether I have really any medicine, or you try to get across to them even aspirin, and then they tell you have to talk to the doctor and talk to the nurse, and so I don't get anywhere.
All right, so I'll call over there to make sure that everything's being taken care of, all right?
All right, but
But
I'm
here's the thing,
here
I'm
today.
not a doctor or nurse,
I know that,
so
but
I'm just gonna let
I
them
know I
know
was
to
just
talk to
saying
you.
that I look real. I mean, I can see me now. We don't have mirrors,
Mhm.
and then I haven't been able to. They shuffle me around because of the rest of the building,
Mhm.
and so I haven't been able to even comb my hair and stuff. And like I look real dreary.
Okay.
I just thought, well, because I can see me right there and you,
Mhm.
but I'm here to talk about today what my court is, right?
Okay,
So I just wanted to tell you I would have prepared a little bit.
okay, all right. No, you look fine. All right.
Oh, I'm from Austin. Before I keep telling them that I'm from Austin,
Mhm.
and I was going right back like in August. I had talked to my mom, and I had gone to IHOP, and I got caught up over at Whataburger,
Mhm.
and the same thing keeps going on. Like I don't know if it's the echoes or what it could be. Kind of wire me up, and I haven't done anything at all except in there. That's
Okay.
the thing, whatever they have beeping in there, like the whistle or whatever you call it, buzzers.
Mhm.
And I've tried to tell them that I was going right back to Austin, Texas, down
Mhm.
the road from I-35. And why I'm telling you that, because I'm not from here. I came to visit the zoo and the Riverwalk or or Mercado, where they have the little Fiesta in the back and all that stuff. And I've been stuck in there for like 5-6
Okay,
months.
so let me tell you, this is what we're gonna do.
And
Your attorney
Mhm.
had an emergency, so he can't be here.
Mhm.
Ms. Ferguson, when will his attorney be able to be here? All right, so they're gonna bring you back to Judge Carruthers' court tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Judge Carruthers will be able to address whatever issues that are happening in medical. So remember to let your attorney know.
Well,
And
can I ask you, ma'am, since I'm from Austin, can't I go back to Austin already?
well, you'll have to talk to your attorney about that because I'm not in charge of that.
So you're not just the judge already?
Yeah, I'm the judge, but I'm not your attorney. So you'll have to talk to your attorney.
I have to talk to the attorney too.
Yes. All right, so
Am I done? Well, she's
yes,
not
you're done. Yes,
Well, can I ask you one last thing?
sure.
If you're gonna address the doctor, right? Can I get up to commissary? Cause I was in basement floor and
Mhm.
I haven't been able to go back up there. They keep forgetting me, or I've been shuffling around. And I was wondering if I could see about getting to another cell or how to go about a better cell, cause I get left out of a lot of stuff.
Okay, I tell you what I'll do. I'll make a phone call today
Uh-huh.
to see about you being allowed commissary, all right?
Okay, thanks.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you so much. All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 3329, State of Texas versus Joe Anthony Ardilla. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Ryan Grimmer for the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Marshall B. White, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Ardilla?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Is there an application in this case? or
No, it's not, Your Honor.
Okay. Defense, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ardilla, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, we're going to waive the repeat enhancement allegation on the indictment.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Ardilla, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand you're charged with the offense of felon in possession of a firearm? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargaining agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargaining agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor. I do.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargaining agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargaining agreement in this case?
Correct, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do believe he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Ardillo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your
Has
Honor.
anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. There are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain
Yes,
agreement?
Your Honor, I do.
Defense is at the plea bargain agreement.
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea bargain agreement.
It is, Judge.
Next, I'm showing you a paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have any such motions?
There have not.
Then to the offense as charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State any evidence.
They would offer state's exhibit number 1.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Ardillo, I'm showing you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding to sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge, respectfully ask the court to follow the agreement that Mr. Ardillo entered into with the state of Texas.
All right, Mr. Ardell, sentencing you to 2 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And also because this is a felony conviction, which you now know, if you didn't know before, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Ardell, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your
How
Honor.
old are you?
I'm 54 years old, Your Honor.
Okay, it's time to stop the madness, you know.
Yes, I do, Your Honor, and I really appreciate you taking and your time. Thank you.
Mr. Scott, if you'll come forward, please. Hello. All right. So, Mr. Scott, the Court of Appeals wants you to have copies, well, not have copies, but be able to review your record. So that's why you were brought back to review your record, okay? The attorney who's been appointed is Mr. Porter. He is just here to make sure that you get a chance to review the record. You understand? So he's not your attorney for legal questions or anything of that nature. It's just for him to make sure you have the records to review. Do you understand?
Yes.
You have any questions about anything? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring you over tomorrow. And we may have you in here because I know we're doing a jury trial tomorrow, or maybe in the courtroom next door. But we'll make sure that you get a chance to see the records tomorrow. And if you need more time than just tomorrow, your attorney will let us know. So we'll make sure you get a chance to review them all.
Right.
All right, do you have any questions about anything?
Will I be able to make notes or anything? Like,
Sure, you can make notes if you want to make notes. Okay,
Judge, I'll bring them up. Yeah.
okay,
all right.
all right. So, Norma, we're recalling Mr. Scott for tomorrow at 9. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Porter. We're going to go on the record. Court is calling 2014 CR 1189, 2016 CR 8201, 2014 CR 1188, State of Texas versus Jacob Cavazos. Mr. Cavazos, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. You were actually scheduled to be here last week, but your attorney did not show. Have you had contact with your attorney?
I don't even know what attorney did.
All right. And are you still unable to hire an attorney? Okay. So what we'll do is Mr. DeLeon is being appointed to represent you. You understand? All right. So you'll be able to converse with him. All right, thank you. Thank you.